Hi guys, as promised, I am going to go through some of the products that I have that are for trimester 4. I know everyone's probably like, wait, there's only 3 trimesters. No, there's a fourth, and that is after you have the baby. That's when you're going through postpartum. That is when your hormones are going berserk, and I feel like this is the part where I felt like when I had Ryder, nobody gave me a warning for. Like, I just felt like a lot of people don't talk about postpartum. Maybe now they talk about it more, but definitely when I had Rye, I had no idea what I was about to experience. Um,
Are you talking about month 10
month 11,
and 11?
because sometimes you
12,
can,
13 too.
yeah,
It's a lot.
okay. Everybody says, oh, pregnancy is 9 months. Actually, if
It's
you
not.
go full term, it's 10. So then after month 10, you have month 11, 12, 13, where you're still in trimester 4 because you are in postpartum. When you leave the hospital, not only is your baby in a diaper, but you are also in a diaper, which is a very humbling experience. So I'm going to show you some of the things that I have to prepare for the 4th trimester, and some of the things that I'm going to bring to the hospital / things that I'm going to keep home, because I am I'm a planner, and I like to over prepare than under prepare. So I will say that looking at my stockpile, I've probably overbought, but I'd rather overbuy than underbuy. Let's just get into it. Yes, thank you. Okay, so number one, this is the Frida Mom pre-packed bag to go to the hospital. Now, when I bought this, I didn't realize that this is actually the cesarean bag. So if you're gonna have a C-section, this is the one that you would buy. Now, I went through it already and I realized I can use 100% of these things in here. I'm not planning on having a C-section. I have vaginal births, but I'm still going to go through it and show you. If you were knowing that you're going in to have cesarean, I would definitely get this bag. I would still even get this bag if you know you're going in for vaginal birth, because it has everything that we need. I just had to add some more extras. So let's get into it. When you first, let's make it look pretty again. And I've added things to this bag already. So when you first open it, this is what it looks like, minus this one that fell. So I'm just gonna go through it and show you. And I'll point out the things that I've added into this bag. So it comes with this is a hospital gown that you can give birth in. So this is the labor and delivery gown, which means it has all the snaps everywhere, that the same way that the labor and delivery gown that they give you at the hospital has. They give you one of these in their delivery kit. The reason why I like these are because the hospital gown has like a certain texture to it that I just cannot deal with on my skin. I don't know what it is, but it almost feels like really like bed sheets that just don't feel comfortable, and then you have to put them on. It's just not, you want to, when you're in labor, you're in like your most vulnerable state, so you want to feel the best that you can. So I really suggest that if you're a texture person, to invest in getting a labor and delivery gown. I used a Frida Mom's one with Ace, and I loved it. So I have the hospital gown, and I have socks, that labor and delivery socks, that have the no slip grip. They want you to wear no slip grip socks for when you get up and walk around so you don't fall, obviously. So this kit actually came with one set of these. I have 2 sets of each, because not only did I buy this kit, but I also bought this kit, which is just their standard labor and delivery kit that came with a set of gown and socks. But we're gonna get into this one also and what the differences are. So I plan on taking both of them, because you are going to give birth in one, and then the other one I like to put on after, to feel when you take a shower and you're still in the hospital. I just want to feel clean. birth is a little messy, and they throw that baby right on you, and I don't want to smell my vagina the whole time. This is the outfit to switch in. It's like the babies have a certain scent, everything has a certain scent. So it's just sometimes you just want to know that you have a fresh pair to put on. Is it necessary? No. This is all my personal preference. Okay, so I have 2 of each. And then in this kit came this bag right here. And this is where you're going to see the difference between the cesarean kit versus the regular labor and delivery kit. So in this bag, they include the boy shorts, which is their version of the diaper. And this one, I'm telling you, it looks very full. It looks a lot. But this one is 100% better than the one that the hospital gives you, because the hospital literally gives you like a grown person diaper. This makes you still feel somewhat of...
So that's a diaper.
This is underwear.
Okay.
I just call it a diaper.
I was gonna say it looks more like underwear than a diaper.
This is underwear.
I don't think that's stopping anything.
No. That's not stopping me. This is about to hold everything in. You're gonna see.
Just needed some clarification.
Okay, so in this kit, there's the underwear, and then this also comes with pads. This is what will go inside of here. Now, remember, if you're having a cesarean, I'm not sure how it works as far as your bleeding. I don't think it's as heavy as if you gave a vaginal birth. It can't be, but I don't know. So let me know in the comments, actually. Do you bleed after you have a cesarean? Like from your vagina? I don't know. Because they're cutting your stomach.
If I can throw my 2 cents in, I have no knowledge.
Let me hear what you're going to say.
No knowledge of a cesarean, but I do think that I don't think it's going to bleed from the vaginal area. I think because the incision is there, I think everything's done through the incision. Right? I feel like everything would...
maybe there's something happening down there.
I'm sure something's leaking.
Something has to be coming out.
Something's happening. But
so that is why this kit comes with...
do a little research.
I'm going to look it up because now I feel dumb, honestly.
Look it up? I don't want to look it up.
Okay, this kit comes with a regular pad. I mean, it's definitely a hefty pad. And then, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then there's the same amount, I think the same amount of the underwear. Oh, there has to be some bleeding happening, because this kit also comes with one of these, which is, I think they're called Perry bottles. Basically, you put the water in here, and then you go like this when you're cleaning your hoo-ha or your hoo-ha, and it sprays up. So that it's like air, so that you're not having to wipe or touch down there. Everything freaking hurts down there. A hoo-ha. Mm-hmm. No, like hoo-ha is your vagina. I don't know. Like, so this is gonna be your best friend. This little bottle right here is gonna be your best friend. When it's time to have to go to the bathroom. So now I want to show you the difference of this one versus this one. Because remember, this is what came into this packet, and that was for if you were having a cesarean, versus their standard labor and delivery packet, which is over here. So I'm taking both because
when you say you're taking both cesarean and...
I'm taking things from both packages to the hospital, and I'm leaving things here as well for my postpartum kit. I mean, my postpartum, like, you remember how I put this on top of the toilet last time so that I wasn't having to, like, go and find stuff every time I went to the restroom? Mm-hmm. I'm saying I'm going to take stuff from here. I'm going to take stuff from here. Some of this is going to go into my hospital bag. Some of this is going to stay here for aftercare when I get home.
Got you. I didn't know if you were saying you're bringing like both cesarean kit and another kit. I was asking because I didn't know. Like, did you think in the back of your head there's a possibility you'll have a cesarean?
No.
Okay, got it.
Okay. So now, in this kit, we're going to look at what the difference is between the Frida Mom prepackaged things. So this is if you have a vaginal birth. This one comes with cooling pad liners. It's full coverage medicated, I can't read, vag pads which have like witch hazel. So basically the way that it works is there's also a bottle in here. And the cool thing about Frida Mom is that it lays it out for you. If you are a first-time mom, all this stuff kind of feels overwhelming, but it has a diagram at the back that tells you like which order to use these things and where to put everything. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take this bottle and clean your coochie. Okay. And then you have, this is full of the disposable briefs, which are these right here. I don't want to open it up, but you have your disposable briefs. And then you have, this is basically a giant pad that has, let me see how they say it, an instant ice maxi pad. So you, how do you do this? I don't remember. You shake it, you tear it, and then you like pop it, and it's like a cooling pad. So this goes inside of your briefs.
So it's like a freezer cooch.
Yes.
The hoo-ha freezer.
It's basically a freezing cooch because everything down there is going to be swollen and just irritated and just really freaking hot. This instant maxi pad that's like an instant ice is going to feel like heaven down there, okay? So you use this, and then it also comes with the cooling pad liners. And then there's also this foam stuff. So what I used to do is like a whole routine. I would take the cooling pad, I would pop the cooling pad, right? So now it starts to cool. And then I would take the foam and I would foam mine up. And then there's also, I didn't have these, but I used tucks. I'm looking for them because I know I bought, are you over here? I know I bought some. Oh, they're so far. Oh my God. Oh my God. I bought tucks. These are the same thing. They're cooling pads, but I don't know why. The kit that I had last time didn't come with this, so I had these, and I didn't realize that this kit came with this, so you don't have to buy both. But I just know this. I just know that these made my hoo-ha feel really good. So I had the boxer briefs. You use this. You put the foam, and then you line it with this. It's a whole situation that you have to do to make your stuff feel a little bit better. So yeah, but you don't have to buy those because it comes with their own brand. I'm telling you, this will be your lifesaver. This is going to make everything down there feel a lot better. So the difference between these kits is that this one just comes with regular pads. This one comes with the, I keep on wanting to call it what you called it, the freezer cooch pads. This one comes with the instant ice maxi pads and then other things that you're going to need to get your vaginal area to not feel like it's going to fall out of you. And it's just a lot. So this one came with 1, 2, 3, 4 of these, which I personally don't think is enough because I will say that it depends on how you heal. Everyone is different. I know that with Ryder, I tore a lot from the front to the back. So I needed this feeling of like coldness down there for a longer time period, where with Ace, I think I only had like 1 stitch. So I was good with using this. And then I think I bought one more pack of these. Now, with Ryder, Freedom Mom, I did not have. I made
Ooh.
these.
How many stitches were I?
I don't remember, but I tore from the
Mm,
butthole to the vaginal
I
hole.
couldn't imagine. I was constipated the other day.
And
I
what?
wanted to call you.
And say what?
I got lightheaded, okay? Like, I couldn't even push. It hurt so bad. I was
Mm-hmm.
like, is this how it...
Is this how it feels?
Now, if you add a tear into that...
It's the worst.
No. I probably would have called the ambulance. I'd have been like, come help me now. It was so bad. I'm never... I don't know. This was a first, but it almost made me throw up.
Yeah. So
I can't...
with Ryder, I had a really, really rough recovery because of how bad I tore. I would have to sit on like multiple pillows on the couch or on my bed to feel comfortable. Now, I was very nervous about tearing with Ace, but I think everything was like, we've been here before, we've already done it, so it was a little bit more stretched. So I did not tear with Ace as nearly as bad as I tore with Ryder. I think it was like one little baby stitch with Ace, and I could totally feel the difference within healing. Now, with Ryder, I didn't have any of this stuff. So I made pad sickles that I found off of like Etsy, how to make them, and I put them in the freezer and I froze them myself. These are a lot easier because clearly it's pre-made for you.
Do you think you're going to tear with this baby?
I hope not.
I feel like, well, seeing the track record, Ryder, you tore a lot. Ace
Was a little.
one was a little. So this one, I think you should. I mean, your body has muscle memory.
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
hoping
you
that I
should
don't
be okay.
tear.
Yeah, I hope you don't either.
But even if I do, I hope that it was similar to Ace's situation because it was so minor.
Yeah.
So like after Ace, I was able to get up and walk around. After Ryder, I literally felt like I couldn't do anything. Like everything hurt so bad. So, okay. Other things that come into the cesarean kit are this is a belt that you can put on after, and it comes with these where you can either make these cold or hot, so they're like hot and cold gel packs, and then it fits into your belt right here. You just like tuck it into this, and then you would wear this around yourself. Now this is in the cesarean pack because you have to think you have your incision. I was talking about this on my Snap and I said, I don't know if I would use this if I had a vaginal birth. And then someone reminded me that you cramp a lot after you give birth. When you're nursing, you're still contracting, you're still having contractions. Even after birth, you're still having contractions. And the heat from this will help that. So then I realized, oh, I can use this. And you are right. I brought a heating pad when I had Ryder. This takes the heating pad away, and this is a little bit more, it's just smaller. So even if you're not having a cesarean, you can definitely still use these because the heat will help your stomach feel better, because even after you give birth, you still have afterbirth contractions, which is just crazy. It's like you're still not done. They still torture you even though the baby's out. Okay, and then on this side, it comes with things that are for you and the baby. And I thought this was really cute. This was a big difference from this kit as well, is what's in this kit. So it has things for breastfeeding moms. So these are nursing pads for when your boobs are leaking. You put the pads inside your bra. And then also comes with nipple balm because your nipples are going to be hurting, cracked, bleeding, all type of stuff. Nipple balm is going to be your best friend. It also comes with cooling hydro pads for your nipples. It's just everything is going to be about helping your nipples not feel like they're going to fall off. So not only does your vagina hurt, but your nipples hurt too. It's And then these are skip the shower wipes. I know that after you have a cesarean, it's a lot harder to get up and to do things. So to feel somewhat of clean, I really did like the skip the shower wipes, so you can at least just like wipe the body down, get your pits cleaned, not feel completely disgusting, and these will just make you feel like refreshing and stuff. So that also comes into this kit. Then a couple other things. It comes with a little brush for the baby and a comb. And then I was sitting here playing with this and I was like, what is this? What is this? And then finally I realized that it's little like scissors, because sometimes babies come out with crazy ass nails, and it's to help them with that. So the last thing, so I did like both kits, and that's why I'm saying like I would bring all of this stuff with me. Everything from this kit I would bring, but I'm going to take out the regular pads and replace them with the Frida Cooch pads. Lastly in here, this is what I'm more than likely not going to use. These are strips that you put on over your scar if you were to have a cesarean. So this is something that I'm going to leave in here. I don't plan on using it because I don't plan on having a cesarean. So that is the big differences between the Frida Mom cesarean prepackaged hospital bag versus the Frida Mom labor and delivery kit. Take your pick on which one you want to get, or you can be like me and be an overachiever and get both, because eventually you will use all of these things. Like eventually you're going to level down from the ice pack pad and use these pads, and you're going to need the boy shorts for quite some time. So you're going to use all of these things in both of them, no matter which way you give birth. The only thing that you would not use is the scar kits if you were to have a vaginal birth, but everything else I feel like you would use. Now, the only other thing I want to talk about is another product that I got from Frida Mom that I highly suggest everyone to get is a belly binder. This is for after you have birth. Everything feels like flub and jello, and like it's gonna just like fall out. These hold your stomach together, and I put mine on right after I have my babies so that I just feel more tucked in. It feels more comfortable, it feels more secure. um, I suggest getting one. Sometimes hospital gives them to you. The hospital gave one to me when I had Ryder. The hospital did not give me one when I had Ace, so I was happy that I pre-packed my own, and I was able to put this on immediately after I had him, and it just made my stomach feel a lot better. I do believe in wrapping your stomach after labor to get everything to kind of go back to where it needs to go. So this is the other thing that I got from Frida Mom. All of these things will be coming with me to the hospital, or at least 90% of these things will be coming with me to the hospital. But let me know if you guys have ever used Frida Mom products, or if you've bought either one of these kits, if you're ever looking to buy one of these kits, and what you found was the most useful thing in them for yourself. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Continue to help us growing our Davis family channel. As you can see, we have had a strong comeback, okay? We're going to continue to upload videos, and I'll continue to share all the baby things that we have going on. I still need to pack my hospital bag. I still need to show you guys my postpartum cart versus my cart that's going to be next to the bed. So let me know what you guys want to see next.